not so difficult. Come on. Broogie. All right.
What are we doing? This should probably have a noise gate. I don't remember what I did there. Filters. Add a filter? Noise gate? Okay. Uh, uh, how does this work? Well, huh. Fuck it. Fuck it. I don't know how to program the noise gate.
That lived on Comox Island, or Vancouver, in Comox on Vancouver Island. They go to Victoria all the time. I've only gone to see them once. Mountains aren't a thing where I'm on this side. Our highest elevation is something like 630 meters or something like that. Nothing tall. And then I see real mountains, and I just like in awe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was in Tennessee a few weeks ago. Wow. Just wow. I was in Pittsburgh. Also, Seattle's just a lot of
So that's where I grew up. In Seattle, it's like huge
nice.
mountains because you got the Cascades, but then you also have the Olympics. So you have like two mountain ranges that kind of
Yeah.
encapsulate the Puget Sound. And here, like you have the Smokies out in Tennessee, but the
Yeah, the
Smokies
Smoky
are
Mountains.
older, so they're not as jagged and they're not as tall. And so it's like different. They're they're beautiful, but there's
Yeah.
something about like the Cascades that's just like so majestic
It's
out there.
yeah, I'm trying to I've been to Mount Rainier. That is so far the best.
Yeah, Mount Rainier's awesome. I've been camping in Mount Rainier.
Um
I
good.
went snow caving
Yeah.
and did snow
Uh
survival camping. Oh,
been there
beautiful up there.
twice. It is breath. If you're ever in the area, then yeah, that's a that I recommend.
Well, I feel like 2023 was the year of me traveling because I went all over. I went to New York, and then I went to Detroit. I was in Dallas. I went down to Austin. Where else did I go? Geez, I went to Denver. I was like traveling all over. And
Nice.
this year, not so much. Just bunch of changes and stuff like that prevented me from traveling. But hopefully, again, I'll get to travel again. But I really enjoyed Denver. I thought it was a really cool city, and got to go up to Red Rocks and experience real elevation and just like people were running up and down at Red Rocks, the 82 sets of seats there, and I was like huffing and puffing after about 10 or 15 rows. I'm like, man, I'm just not good at altitude.
And sorry
But
if
the
I'm
views
muting
are
off and
nice.
on. I'm eating dinner, so I don't want you guys to just hear me chewing.
Oh, don't worry. I'm eating dinner too. There's a difference. I don't care. I'm always chewing in the chat.
What the fuck? Okay. Ah.
Chris, are you're a bear totem barbarian? Is that what you're playing?
No. By the way, hey Dan. Hey man, how's it going?
Hey, pretty good, Chris. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. It's really good to hear your voice. I'm playing from the.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I'm playing from the new rules barbarian. So it's like I've seen what they did and they released it in I forget what it's called. It's called the World Tree Barbarian.
Okay.
But basically, it actually fits in really well with some of the lore Nate has written about orcs and stuff. So
Okay.
yeah,
That's good. Because I was contemplating this build that dips into barbarian, but I didn't want to like step on anyone's toes. It's only a dip into barbarian. It's not a true barbarian.
yeah.
But maybe we can get our rage on. And I'm looking forward to talking to Zia again. I feel like Chris, I need to make the rounds. You're the only one I haven't met yet, and I'll have to get out to Connecticut in sometime to see you guys.
Yeah, I'm a little. I'm a little reclusive. I need to get out more. So, I'll meet with you. Yeah.
100%.
Gee, what part of Connecticut do you live in, Chris?
West Hartford.
Okay. So that's like, because I'm in Norwalk, that's like what, northwest of me?
Yeah.
Like 2 hours, you'd say?
Are you? Is Norwalk is south of Stanford, right?
No, it's north of Sanford.
Oh, okay. So probably like an hour, less than an hour and a half.
Okay, yeah, that's really close then. It's
Yeah, that's not bad.
because I'm 45 minutes south of New Haven.
Yeah. An hour 15 is what it says.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Norwalk.
Yeah, I like West Hartford. It's nice. It's kind of like it's like a Hartford can get a little sketchy in certain areas, but West Hartford is usually consistently very peaceful. So
That's good. Norwalk has some sketchy areas.
yeah, it does. I grew up outside of Stanford in Connecticut, so
Bridgeport, not too far from us.
yeah,
Very
Bridgeport's
sketchy.
nice. I mean, well, I think it's getting nicer. When I was growing up, it was a little sketchier. And then Stanford has really gotten big. There's a lot of development there. At least when I was near there, that's what I saw.
Yeah, Norwalk like is interesting because you have like the old city parts that are like touristy, but literally 2 roads over will be like some areas that I would not want to be.
That's kind of the story in Connecticut. There's insane wealth disparity in most places.
Yeah. Which I guess, you know, like my church, there'll be people who like drive Ferraris and like McLarens, and then there'll be people who like, you know, like don't even speak English and are like, you know, day laborers.
Yeah.
So it's very. I've never been to an area I think that has had such a wealth disparity as this area.
It is the one positive in Connecticut is that because there's so much wealth, the schools tend to be really good, which has a positive impact on a lot of the neighborhoods. So a lot of the neighborhoods can slowly like pull themselves up just based on the education system. But you know, the wealth disparity persists, but the opportunity is there.
Yeah, I actually have heard that. And you know, the nice thing too is like I lived in Brazil for a long time, and I don't know if Nate's talked about that because he lived with us for a while.
Not a huge amount, but that sounds super interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I grew up there like from 8 to 12 years old, and Nate spent like a year with us out there, or a couple summers. I can't remember, it's a long time ago, but um, it's interesting because here in Norwalk, they have like a lot of traditional Brazilian restaurants,
Yeah.
like
Oh, nice.
traditional Brazilian. And I lived in Brazil as an adult. I lived in a different part of Brazil, and so like I lived amongst like locals. I didn't live in the American community, and so like the food is very authentic. And like I got to meet the owners of one of the stores I went to, and he's a what's called a mineiro. So he's from Minas Gerais, which is a state in Brazil in the interior that is known for like traditional Brazilian food. And so he's like cooking his family recipes there. And so I was like
Oh, wow.
having a
That's
blast eating all the
That sounds
traditional
delicious.
food. It was amazing. Yeah.
We have a like a while ago there was World Cup basically gets pretty crazy. There's Brazilian flags and stuff in Hartford and West Hartford. But the only like Brazilian food I've had here, there's a churrascaria, which is just fucking delicious. It's been there for like 20, 30 years. And they just cut the meat like it's cooking right there. Oh god, it's so good. And they weigh it by the plate. And I just like anytime I go there, I get like 1.5 pounds of meat. And I like I just fucking dome it every time. And
That's
afterward, oh god, it's so good, man.
So churrascarias normally, traditionally are like all you can eat. So they're
Yeah.
rodizio style where they bring them around and you just go until you can't go anymore.
Yeah.
But some here, and I especially noticed in Connecticut, do by the weight, and that's like how they do buffets in Brazil. Like any buffet is like by the weight. It's not like all you can eat. Like you go, you do the food, and then they weigh your plate. And it's just funny because like for them, all you can eat is the rodizio. You don't get up from your chair.
Yeah, they have like the little the I ate with a friend once and her family is Brazilian and they were having like I don't know if you call it a barbecue or whatever, but they had basically just a little sign where it was green and red and it was green, then people just kept on coming to fill up your plate. But like I ate so crazy.
I love it.
The last thing I'll say about the churrascaria, I love it there, is that like I've noticed that there's a price for the Brazilian population, and then there's the price that I get. I'm paying like twice as much as them. Like they'll have a plate that weighs pretty much the same and they'll be paying, whatever they're paying. And then I get up there and it's like, $15-20. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, they do that. That's like, so how you get around that is you just learn Portuguese, and then they'll give you the Brazilian
okay.
price.
Is that Nate? Are you
Yeah, I'm here.
está aqui?
Yeah.
Stocky. I think that's more. Well, actually, it's
That's Portuguese.
Eu estou okay. Is that how you say it?
more like
Eu
more Spanish.
estou aqui.
Yeah, that's also Portuguese.
Spanish is
Portuguese
yo
is
estoy
basically
aquí.
drunk Spanish.
Yeah,
That's
I
what I've
agree
heard.
with that. Like heart in Spanish is corazón, and in
Corazón,
Portuguese,
yeah.
Coração.
it's coração. They're like the same. Like half
Yeah,
the
a lot
words
of
are the same.
ON words in Spanish are a AO.
Yeah.
Oh.
A tilde O.
Yeah. All right.
Woo!
Well, we're playing. Dan, you got your character?
Dan is working on his character right now.
Sweet.
Got to change it up. I was doing some last minute research, so I'm slowly putting this stuff in here.
Okay.
But I'll just
Oh,
yeah.
All right. So,
oh.
tell
Hold.
me about your character.
Well, Arturo Bonebreaker is a mountain dwarf, and he is just out for a good time and likes to mix it up a bit and get into barroom fights, barroom tavern fights. So he's a brawler. Basically, maybe like a ripoff of a Wolverine without the healing, regenerative, and adamantine claws.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeah. That's a rough kind of. You can throw me in wherever. I'm just building my character now.
Yeah. Okay. So does he come from a clan?
I'm gonna
Or
assume
is
he comes from a clan. He comes
Okay.
from a long family lineage of
Okay.
maybe like prize fighters, if that's a thing in your world. I don't know.
Yeah. So, some of the world information, some of the setting information. So dwarves are sort of organized in clans. There's like the clan of females, which are, where all the female dwarves are, because only 1 in 7 dwarves that are born are female. They're probably the most powerful clan, politically speaking. And then you have some of the major clans. I haven't named them all, but there's
I'm
like
back.
the Oakenshield clan, which is like, the law adjudicators. You have like the Greybeard clan, which is like, kind of um, like diplomacy and on the side espionage, um, information gathering. You have like the Strong Arm clan, which are like infrastructure laborers. They build all the dams and waterways and things like that.
Mhm.
So like the major clans are like, and all dwarves that are born are raised initially in the clan of females, and then the males are kind of try out. So they don't know who their parents are. That's something that's sort of kept by the clan of females, but typically you don't know who your parents are if you're a dwarf. You may suspect, that your father is, maybe somebody in the clan that you're in. Maybe there's a resemblance there. But all dwarves that have made a contract with a female to like have children, they don't. It's not like they have marriage in the traditional sense.
Mhm.
Once they have children, then they part ways, and they can come back together for that specific purpose to have like more children. But anybody who's had children is called father. Anybody who's like not entered into a contract has the title of brother. So dwarves, or sister, and then mother or father. And then the heads of clans are, grandfather or grandmother. Um, not as like grandpa and grandma, but like just grandfather, or great father. The great father is sort of a legendary dwarf warlord who united all the clans. But some dwarves don't look very highly on him, and some uh, sort of want to go back to those old ways. So that's dwarves. There are minor clans too. Some dwarves try to start their own clans if they can achieve something, find a niche in the market. Maybe they're shipwrights or, um,
Hmm.
whatever. They can start their own clan if they can, obtain sort of strong interest from the clan of females in what they have to offer. And the clan of females want to uh, sort of give them, like have children that might be, you know, born with the potential to, go into that clan. Then, that's sort of a good thing. Most dwarves are clanless dwarves, which are um, sort of laborers, commoners. Um, most of them are male, so
Okay.
anyways, that's how the dwarves work. So like Quentin is a dwarf. He's from a minor clan. And again, like not everything's fleshed out. So if you want to make up a clan, um, that you're a part of, if it's a minor clan, then happy to let you just sort of run with that. You know, what they do, their role in society, typically like, clan is sort of approved as like an official clan if they're, meeting some role in society that is, sort of unmet um, by another major minor clan. And
Okay.
some minor clans are sort of affiliated with like major clans.
Hmm.
My
Yeah.
minor clan is brewers of fine meads and ale.
I had an idea where if there was a clan that was good at concocting, one of my tools is going to be potion making.
Oh yeah,
Um, so whoever clan affiliates with, I guess it's alchemist.
yeah. All right, let's think about that. Uh, if you want to think of a name that would sort of, you know, um, the
Yep. Okay. Um. Hmm. Hmm.
think about alchemy, like potions blowing up, singed braid, uh, maybe drafters. They create drafts. Drafter
Uh.
clan. Um,
Here, I'll give you. I'll throw it in there.
so okay, so alchemists. All right, and why is Arcturo um, in Volca?
Uh. You're putting me on the spot here, everyone. I'm waiting. I guess you can say he ran in a bit of trouble by beating up the wrong person in a tavern, and he's here, kind of came here to to get away from the heat, so to speak. And he's
Okay,
new to this area, and he's just feeling things out. I guess that
okay,
would be my best guess.
cool. Um, all right, so we are going to try to connect you. So
Hmm.
where we started, I don't know if you listened to the stream or not. Um,
Haven't had a
and
chance.
so we started with everybody kind of one-on-one, telling the story of how they got arrested and sent to jail. And so that was our first session. Um, and our second session last week was with Isaiah joining. We had Isaiah's story about how he started um, in the adventure and he got arrested. And then they all met in jail. There were 3 halfling brothers or siblings that were also in jail that had been arrested for standing on top of each other's shoulders and pretending to be a fully grown person, um, to and trying to impersonate like a noble.
Hmm.
And in that jail, uh, they were beginning to plot their way out when the city was attacked by the Myrmex hive mind, which is pretty uncommon. They typically attack ships that are traveling between realms in the astral corridor. Sometimes they attack along the fringes, but Folka is pretty well within human territory, um, and is sort of a symbolic city. It's not the capital of the human realm, but it is the first city that was built in the human realm a few hundred years ago. The founder, who was one of the first humans in uh, this setting to cross over that interdimensional divide. She found this place. It was pleasant. It was built on top of uh, ruins that were from both sort of indicate some influence from both the Annam hierarchy, which is the ancient lost civilization of the giants, and also the Xenocrad, which Emporium, which is the um, ancient and lost civilization of the dragons. So
Hmm.
typically they're found separately. They were sort of separate civilizations. They did have some overlap historically. Archaeologists or anthropologists or whatever, mostly gnomes that have studied, you know, think that they sort of came up separately, but at some point they sort of merged, and there was sort of a unity society for some time before, at least in certain areas, before they disappeared. And the human realm has ruins that are from this sort of unity society, but um, they so the fact that the Myrmex are attacking this city is pretty strange, but they're also attacking in greater force than anybody's ever seen them attack. So, um, as they were trying to escape the
Brughi is
jail,
difficult.
one of the halflings sort of turned on them, and the party fought, and they subdued him. And then his head exploded, and a creature that was a brain with 4 legs came out
Hmm.
and tried to uh, kill them. And so they had to kill that brain, and then they finally got out, and as they were exiting, um, a group of human adventurers that are well known, they're in some of the setting info too, uh, showed up to um, help them out. And they have a job for the party. So I need to get you into that situation.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
um, so here's how I'm going to connect this.
I was be like one of those like internship guys.
Huh?
No, 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 no. They're thinking out loud. Oh,
So
student.
Arturo, uh, you're kind of a tavern brawler. Is that
Yeah, without having the tavern brawler, he just has a tendency to mouth off when he drinks and gets into trouble and ends up having to fight his way out.
okay? And we're level 2, so
Oh, I thought you hit
sorry,
level
level
3.
2.
Sorry.
No, no worries. So Fjark, who's the other dwarf in the party, um, has proficiency with brewer's tools, and he has a failed business where he made mead, and he had kind of a pub that was sort of like think like how breweries now have like their own sort of like pub and restaurant tavern, uh, and that failed, but maybe that's where. So he came to Folka to sort of find his fortunes and to avoid debtors. Um, but maybe you recognized him uh, when he was betting at the horse races and got arrested. So maybe you decided to like follow the um, like to help him out, because like he was like one of your favorite proprietors of a pub, so like maybe you don't like know each other personally like super well, but like like if that could be a way that then you sort of find yourself outside the jail when this attack happens, and then you see this sort of legendary adventuring party, um, the Rough Riders show up, and that's even more curious, and so maybe you come into the prison or to the jail uh, pretty shortly after that. Does that work? Or
Yeah, that does work.
um, okay. Okay. So we're gonna come back to um, the jail.
Not the difficult.
God damn it.
Difficult.
And um, as you guys are trying to escape, you come into the sort of entryway, which is the guard room, and the door out. Arturo, you're out here. The city's in chaos. You hear, you know, like siege weaponry going off. The screams of people panicking, running through the streets. The clicking sounds of these Myrmex warriors who are, sort of taking prisoners and, um, you know, just, fighting their way through the city. Um, and weirdly, like some people are turning on, um, on each other, um, have strange sort of purplish red eyes. Their minds have been magically controlled by something. Um, and a lot of the guards were sort of fighting each other in here. Um, and the ones that were possessed slew their friends, coworkers, whatever, and then this group of adventurers comes in, and the leader, Teddy R. Velt, is as I described, kind of a great bear of a man, literally. He has sort of a, like those little like glasses that look like they're not like actually that useful, because they're like super tiny, and he's like peering down at everybody through them. And he has a big like blunderbuss gun um, at his side, and on his hip a a pistol. And he comes in and he's like, "Well, our plan went to shit. Time for Plan B. Um, you guys don't know. I mean, you probably know who we are, but you probably don't realize that we know who you are, and we need your help." As you can see, the city is in chaos, and we're going to let you in on something that we've only scratched the surface of, and it runs deep. And he's like, "I'm not really one for words, so Nick, maybe you take it away." And you see Nick Latez, greatest sort of artificer of the humans, and no one knows his true age, but he's been around for a long time. And he's got a lab, a workshop in the city. He's got workshops all over, but he invented sort of a lot of devices that humans use to make life easier. Um, sort of towers that resonate with the crystals of the thermic relays to generate energy, create light, um, operate, sort of newly invented machinery, industry, things like that. So he's like, sorry, I got something stuck in my throat. He says, "Well, first things first, we need," and I haven't figured out their voices yet, guys, so sorry. I think we have an eavesdropper. And Arturo, you're standing outside the door. You saw these sort of legendary figures come in, and you're just trying to see if you can help out your favorite bartender when everything went to shit. And it's probably safer inside than it is outside at the moment. So
Yeah, that's fair.
Hey,
Um,
it's you, you bastard. What's your name again?
The name's Arturo.
Arturo.
What's going on? What's
I've
going
thrown
on in
you out
here?
of my bar more times than I can count. But I always had to let you back in again, huh? You gave me the best damn potions I've ever had.
You like my coins too. Loosens my purse strings quite a bit.
Well, when you got mead like mine, loosens anyone's purse strings.
This is true. It goes down the throat. Wow.
and
Who are these
Nicolette
guys?
says, "Glad we have the introductions out of the way. Mr. Bonebreaker, if you'll take your place with them, I'm going to brief you on what we need from you. And it's optional, but as you can see, you could choose to either try to fight your way through this mess, and I don't think many people are going to survive this, or you can help us protect the rest of humanity and the rest of um, all of civilization, um, and maybe potentially break the chains that bind us all.
Don't let me stand in your way.
He says, "All right, we've in our adventuring found some things out um, about just exactly what this place is. Um, not this place as in Volca or the human realm, but all of the the cradle, all of the atomic expanse, and seems like we were digging too deep, and we caught the eye of some dark power that we're not really sure what it is, but it seems to be behind the Myrmex. Don't be fooled. The Myrmex are a threat in and of themselves, but there's a deeper threat, and we've got a lot of heat on us. So what we need you to do is we're going to try to save as many people as we can in the city and distract the majority of the force of their forces, um, taking them to the opposite side of the city in the opposite direction of where you choose to go. You need to go to one of my labs. I don't recommend my lab in the city; it's already infested. But go to one of my labs and either in the area, so leave town through the north and climb the volcano to the top of the volcano. I have a lab there, um, where there is a draconic codex. Um, you're going to take that. You're going to take the ship I've prepared there, and you're going to activate a device that I have in that lab that will create a um, barrier to keep our enemies in. We'll be stuck inside. You'll be transported out, and you'll be our last hope to gather allies, get to the bottom of the mystery that we started to uncover, and um, find a way to save us. Even if we're doomed, we've got to pass the torch.
Uh, uh,
You might be wondering why you. And the truth is, because you're all together, and we've kept an eye on people with potential, and we've had some access to divination and led us here. So,
uh,
any questions?
well, we just met, and well, this guy's brother, but we just met.
Brookie.
How the?
This is all a bit much. I want a simple question. What's in it for us? I know you talk about saving the city, all these things. We grew up here, did not have a wonderful time. What advantages can this? I suppose it gets us out of here.
Well, if depending on which place you go, you'll have a ship, um, either an airship or
Our own
a
ship?
submersible. Yeah, it'll be yours to command. And Teddy Arveld steps forward and he says, you know, uh, some people do things for the love of the game. Some people need a little bit of extra. I'm not going to judge that. He's like, here's the deal, and he gives you um, a letter. It's a scroll that's sealed with his seal, the seal of the Rough Riders, and his seal. And he's like the most well-known human adventurer. He was the first pioneer, sort of specialized adventurers who have license to travel all the realms, even those in the Vale, those unsettled wild lands um, that are unsafe for most people. Um, and he gives you that. He says, um, find when you leave this place. He says, go to the capital of all the realms of all civilized society, the Citadel, and bring this to the human ambassador, to the council, and he will grant you all pioneers licenses. How's that?
A right of
That's
freedom.
fame, fortune, access to, special vendors. It gives you everything,
Very difficult.
and you'll have your own
Okay.
ship. How's that?
Okay.
I like
Quick
this.
question. But all right, but by show of hands, who knows how to operate? Okay. And by show of hands, who knows how to operate? What is it? A boat? The second.
Yeah, so there's so at the Airy is an airship. At the Grotto, which is you'll have to take the sewers through to the coast to a seaside cave lab. There is a sort of submersible ship. It can sail as well, but it can dive underwater, and that has
Oh.
the Giant's Codex. So at the area is the Draconic Codex. At the Grotto is the Giant's Codex. So this choice will matter in terms of sort of the thread upon which you search for the deeper meaning
Yeah.
behind
Oh.
the world and behind the history of the world and things like that. So,
Anyone?
I vote the Grotto. It is more interesting to me. The Giants Codex. You too, Brugge, I think. From what I understand, the Giants are a part of Orc heritage.
yeah.
Yes. But the question still lies. Anyone? A submarine? By show of hands?
We can figure it out. It doesn't seem that difficult.
He says,
there is a steering wheel.
You don't have to worry about knowing how to operate it. It will essentially you'll have an assistant there.
Oh,
And I've spent
great.
my fair share of time on ships through my entrepreneurial pursuits.
Right.
So
You
I
just
know a
choose your
thing or two.
destination. You just choose your destination. The ship will take you.
We already have a seaman. Let us do this.
All right.
Quick, one last question. I'm sorry. I'm just little Mr. Nick.
He's a worrywart.
Yes. Is Lord a any way in?
You're kind of cutting out. I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, I didn't hear either.
Hello. How about now,
Yeah.
guys? I said, is Lord Ainsley somehow involved?
Is he involved?
I'm asking Lord.
He's like, here's what I'm gonna say. Don't trust anybody, and if you have somebody who you're not sure if you can trust, he's like, Joan, and Joan comes up and she gives you an amulet, and he says, hold on to this amulet. Try to find a way to, while wearing this amulet, touch them and say the command word, and that should tell you if there are this whatever dark force has agents everywhere.
We're supposed to defend ourselves like this thing. We barely made it past this guy, and I kind of like point back.
He was not difficult.
And he says, that's right. And he hands each of you a vial. And it's like a little potion. He pulls it out of a thing. He hands each of you like a 1 ounce vial
As he's
And
giving me the vial, I'll go. You see, this is why you ask questions, damn it. This is why you ask questions.
he says, right. You guys all need to drink this.
What?
Bye. I know Nick.
Kind of look around. I know.
He says, I can't say right now. I can tell you after you drink it.
Arturo Bonebreaker, do you have any indication of what this might be? Having, proficiency in alchemy.
Good question.
Yeah, Arcturo, you
What
can
is it?
roll a proficiency with your tool check, or
Let's roll for Dan.
medicine or arcana if you want, but you can just do the tool proficiency if you have that.
Okay. Let's see if the tool proficiency works. How do I have the item? What is the item that would let me roll? I'm just adding my inventory now.
Alchemist kit, I think.
Is it okay? So it's not supplies. It's alchemist kit.
Or supplies. I don't know.
Alchemist supplies is what I have in here. There's no icon to roll from it.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll roll a let's call it wisdom.
What is this?
Wisdom.
And
But I get my proficiency modifier added to it, right?
and then you add your proficiency modifier to that. So
Plus
it's
2.
wisdom plus 2. So you have a plus 4.
Yeah. All right. Wow.
Wow.
So 8.
8.
So you're not sure. It
Sure.
smells really bad. It probably is going to taste bad. And
Can I do a medicine check since I have proficiency?
yeah, if you're proficient, yeah. you can.
So what Arturo would say is he gives it a smell and then kind of wrinkles his nose and he goes, from my experience, the worse it smells, the better it works. And then he just like quaffs the potion without asking.
Nice.
Drinks it.
Where is the
Conditions.
hold on.
The effects.
Bear will ask Nikla, you employed us when we were younger, so I have some trust for you, though you treat us not wonderful.
I always paid you fairly.
You did. It was backbreaking work, though, with no chance of becoming larger than we were. So I must ask, is this... can I trust you to drink this?
I was about to ask the same.
He says, if you don't want to end up like their brother, and he points to the 2 halflings behind you. That's the best I can say.
All right, then. He'll drink it.
I
That's-
rolled
that's
an
all you
11.
hear.
Okay, so on 11, you're not really sure what it does. Fjart. So Arturo,
That's
you
all
drink it
hear.
first.
Yeah.
You feel yourself sort of break out into a cold sweat. Pretty much ubiquitously, everybody has a sort of they people have crystals that allow them to sort of tap into the thaumic relay network. It lets them get sort of text-based communications with each other, sort of a like crystal panel. But it also, people can get like and pretty much everybody has this, which is how the sort of language is going to work is there are like specialized crystal stones that you swallow, and it has an effect on like it sort of magically interacts with your anatomy and allows you to, it acts as like a universal translator. So essentially common is this sort of common language if you're able to speak a person's native language, that's why like that will give you like an advantage on any social checks with them, because these universal translators like still sound kind of harsher on the ear, hearing it translated than hearing it like in the native tongue. So that's how it works. But you feel that this is interacting with that in some way, um, and um, somehow neutralizing um, some subtler effect that that device was having on your mind. Still seems to be working as a universal translator because you understand everybody, but yeah, it has sort of neutralized some aspect of it.
And I would know what's happening. Basically, I'm now understanding another language.
Yeah, so I mean, you've always known that you like understand, like this device, like everybody basically from like a young age, like they give it to you if you're ever planning to travel outside of your own realm, this is like pretty much everybody in society has this. It's such a useful thing. It's very cheap. It's like a small sort of crystal that resonates with the atomic relay network and connects to this larger store of magically stored data. Um, and so it's how people sort of connect um, with this network and through magic and everything else. But it has sort of this potion has done something to that without ruining its efficacy. So
Okay.
says, and I'm gonna have everybody roll a Constitution check. Actually,
I was about to say I was gonna
now that
roll
you've
my
taken
own
it.
con check
Yeah,
to see if I throw up.
yeah, roll a con.
Bottoms
Okay.
up, boys.
Saving
Bottoms
throw
up.
or check?
Oh, it was going left.
Saving throw
I think
or
this is a
check?
save. Yeah, this is a save against the effect.
20 still.
Oh no!
I think if you're a dwarf, you get advantage.
Yeah, against being poisoned, I think.
Hey, 20.
Wow.
Okay, so
2 20s.
Bear has an 18. So
These
Bottoms
taste like
up,
shit.
boys.
so yeah, it tastes horrible. It's a horrible feeling. It's an awful feeling. And Bruggen, you throw up.
Yep.
Bear
and,
pats you on the back. Get it all out. Come on.
How did I, a human,
You got
stand?
soft while I was gone, Broogie.
Oh my god!
He'll hold your hair back. Come on, don't get it all over yourself.
So Nick basically says, we don't know how the mechanism works, but it seems like some of this isn't the first time we've seen people kind of lose their minds. Some are able to keep presence of mind for longer. This enemy, we're not sure who or what they are, but they have agents. Essentially, anybody can become an agent, and we think it has to do with the crystals. But we tried to warn the council of it, and they brushed it aside, said we didn't have any evidence. And in fact, it seemed like without giving them something which to counteract its effects, uh, it's almost as if they weren't hearing the evidence that we had. So this is why I said I can't tell you until you take this. You wouldn't have heard it in the first place.
All right, well, maybe.
Oh god. Am is me throwing up gonna affect anything?
I mean, uh,
Whew.
you're probably not.
Oh god.
Maybe you give us
Woo!
one or two more of these things in case my little brother he throw it up and it does not work.
No, no, you don't need it. You're
Rugen,
okay now. You understood what
the
I
fact
said,
you
right?
understand what he said
Yeah.
Oh.
means it's working.
If it didn't work, you wouldn't have heard me say any words.
Yes, but I
Or
can
you
hear
would have
you.
heard me
You've been
say
talking
something
this
else.
entire time. I've been hearing you, so
Right. But what I'm saying is
It's
is
true. He has
as I was
points.
explaining what that there's something that's causing something with this device. We don't know how it works mechanically, but something with this technology that is everywhere that everybody uses because it's so
I
convenient.
understand what you are saying. For sure, I
Right.
understand. He doesn't understand.
Yeah.
But maybe just in case we get one or two more of these things, and it can help us.
Right. I'm
Well,
sorry, Bear,
here's the
but
thing.
Existe
sure.
tirar thou
100%
jarring
of
spur
you
gout,
before.
flap dragon. We must go. There is some. This whole city
Yeah,
is
these.
being engulfed.
So pick if you want to go to the grotto or the area. If you want to try to, it'd be more useful if you got the unified codex, which is in my lab. And it's the two ships at the area and the grotto are prototypes of the final ship, but my lab is infested with mermex, and so I'm basically laying this out as a choice out of character.
Um,
You could choose kind of the direction we're going: airship, dragons, submersible vessel, giants, or both. But both will be much higher risk. Uh, um, could
Higher
result
reward.
in TPK. Will be very challenging. Not impossible, but I'm not going to pull punches either.
trust the dice. But Brugen is talking to Bear. Like you have point. I don't know. They don't know what's causing. Yet they make this concoction to try to negate the effects. How do they know this concoction even works?
We just have to trust them. Nikola Tess has been smart this whole time.
Yeah, I guess I gotta decode his writings for
I don't.
failed miserably.
I don't trust his technology, but he tends to have a good head on his shoulder. So I vote. Bear votes Grotto. I have more interest in what the giants left behind.
I'm fine going with both.
Nikola Test, the Universal Codex is the airships.
No, the unified codex is at his lab, which is you'd have to fight your way through the city, and like in character, you would think that would be almost suicide, but it would get you kind of further along. And it would get you kind of the best of both worlds, but it's going to be a lot harder if you want to go that route.
Any thoughts?
I'm fine with both, as I
Um,
said.
would try doing.
Why not start with Grotto and then maybe, if we feel up to it, we find airship as well.
He says, I mean, you can always upgrade your ship afterwards, but this will kind of set you on the path. We've been talking for too long, so make your decision, and then we're going to try to draw the forces, as many of their forces, away from that direction. The only problem is that they're infesting my lab. They don't know about the other two labs, and they're outside the city. So make your decision, let us know, and we will create our distraction.
I am voting Grotto, but there is safety in numbers. I will go where the rest of us vote.
Derek also votes Grotto. Apprehensive.
I'll do Grotto. I vote Grotto too. You
Okay.
two point to
I mean, it's already majority, so
Yes, but it is important to hear other people. I mean, not to. Just tell us, where would you like to go?
I'm fine with either. Out of character.
Arturo, do you have any preference?
No.
Grotto it is.
Grotto it is.
Okay. All right. So he says, all right, you're headed to the grotto. We're going to take our forces in the other direction, create our distraction, lure them away so that there's at least a little bit less heat on you. Go through the sewers and follow the signs in the sewers to the exit of the city, and then follow that path to down to the coast, and you'll find the grotto. Most people sort of have a general sense for where it is. They don't know exactly where it is, but he tells you, like, you just follow the sewers all the way out, and the tunnels will eventually lead you to the grotto.
Before we leave, magic word for the game still didn't
The what?
gave us
You're cutting out a little
Lou,
bit, Lou.
you're cutting out, Lou.
the magic word for the amulet that you gave.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? Tell us that.
The you can make it whatever when you attune to it.
Out of character.
Yeah, so it's like an amulet of um protection from good and evil. So essentially it lets you um in a limited sense, like, touch another person and cast protection from good and evil um using the amulet. And that will have an effect on uh sort of let you know if you can trust them or not.
I do not need this amulet.
Yeah, fair enough. Just a tool to help. Um,
Yeah, I can
so
hold it for now. We can.
so we're gonna go back out to the city, and I don't have uh oh, the last thing Nikola Tez says is uh he's like, just be careful because I wasn't able to deactivate all my traps. So good luck. And they go storming off in the opposite direction, and you see as you exit, the bodies of a lot of Myrmex are piled up, and the two other people who are in the party, the Rough Riders, in their adventuring party, were outside, uh, holding off any potential invaders while they were sort of briefing you on your mission. Um, and they go running off as they come out, and you see um, uh, E. Del Weiss and Mugen Miyamoto um, out there, and they say, Teddy says Grotto, and then you see them both nod, and then they start running off, and sort of just making as much noise as possible, commanding city guardsmen who are still, have their mind about them, sort of trying to uh, organize a resistance, um, and yeah, you guys are headed to the sewers. So we are going to give me 1 second. I gotta turn the lights on in this room because I gotta have a book I need to actually be able to read. Just kind of in a hurry here.
Eric
Broogie.
starts running ahead because he's got short little dwarf legs. He's got to make a head start. Last one to the boat. It's
Broogie.
a
This is good.
Billy Mermax.
Yeah.
This is good,
Yeah.
Broogie, to get you out of here. This place, it is no good for you. We will leave. We will find terrible, wonderful freedom.
Like life way.
You're cutting out a little, Lou. I couldn't hear you.
Arcturo Bonebreaker.
So, Fjark, you know this Arcturo?
Ah, yes, he's been to my pub many times. Many times. Always picking a fight, that one.
Ah, he picks fights. You pick fights, Arcturo? He'll shove you in the chest a little bit.
It's usually a misunderstanding.
Yes, I have many misunderstandings. I know this well.
Mhm. You like ale?
Well, I like to drink, not necessarily ale.
Hmm.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you now, Lou.
Okay.
Uh,
it better?
Arturo loves my mead. My mead is the best.
I seem to
Remember,
think so.
he's a meaty bitch.
Meaty pitch.
It's the name of my mead. One of the favorite among dwarfs. It's sweet, buttery, very, very potent.
Ah,
and you drink this
you
meat.
guys, yeah.
You drink
Yeah.
this meaty bitch, Arturo. She is your favorite?
Yes, since I've left my clan, it has become quite my favorite.
You hiding from something, Arturo?
Oh,
No, it just reminds us. It helps us forget that we dwarfs struggle to meet dwarven women.
Ah, this is very difficult. I have heard.
Yes. Meaty
sh-
bitch helps all dwarfs with that struggle.
There are many meaty bitches out there.
But surely, before you find your meaty bitch, you can find company with people who are not dwarves? Or is this not a thing dwarves do?
Have you not educated him about dwarven culture, Brogan?
um, he hasn't been around in a few years. So, we're gonna have to talk about this on our way to the grotto.
Okay, so what we're gonna do as you guys are getting ready to make your way through the city that is under attack, storm clouds are over dark, almost unnatural storm clouds are overhead. Sort of bluish, purplish lightning is sort of rumbling as you see flashes from behind the clouds. there are sort of insectoid-like uh, sort of vehicles that are flying overhead, dropping you know uh, squadrons of mermechs uh, around. They're sort of many armed insectoid-like creatures, uh, and they're just hunting. Some of them are sort of giving in to feasting right then and there as they kill um, people. Most of them are sort of rounding people up and gathering them onto their larger sort of ships to take them to God's knows where. Um, this is just a complete unmitigated disaster. The city is fighting back by quite a bit, um, but it seems difficult as every time somebody sort of rises in the ranks, takes a leadership role, um, their um, their sort of descent. Um, they sort of crumble in on themselves as the leaders sort of lose their minds and um, fall under whatever effects are affecting certain people. Um, so we're going to do essentially a chase through the city.
Ooh, I like that.
So to you guys are trying to get to the sewers. If you have the map of Folca open,
Ah, little mark.
you're up in the top right, where the Watch Guard's rest is. There's the Folca Federal. It says prison. Yeah, that's a good spot. You're in that general area. You need to make your way down through the city.
Where are we,
And
Dan? I'm sorry. Top what?
top right of the map. Somebody's pinging it.
Yeah, I'm pinging
Oh,
it.
that's nice. How do
How are you
you
pinging?
ping that? That's cool.
There's a ping mode in the top
Oh,
right.
haha. So you're up there. You guys have to sort of run your way through the city.
That's awesome.
So
Okay.
The what was the neighborhood, Bruggen, that you're from? That's in the Commons,
Yeah.
and that's where Nicolatez's
Yeah.
lab is. So
Yep.
you're trying to avoid that, and so the other where you're trying to get is down like trying to navigate your way sort of down this way.
Cool. That's
Down to like Tavern Street, and there is a
okay.
there is a sewer access. This is like kind of a water treatment area. So you're trying to get to here, this building here, which will take you down into the sewers, and according to Nicolatez, that will lead you to the grotto. So we're going to do a chase. So what we're going to do is you guys are going to be running through the city. Each of you, this is kind of like a scene. So we'll roll initiative just to determine sort of who goes first. And each of you will roll a d20, and when it's your turn, you'll roll a d20, and that will sort of give us a complication that then you'll have to solve.
Oh.
and if there are too many failures, it may result in like a combat encounter, which will wear you down further as you try to get to your goal.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. So Nate, sorry to ask, but the like time wise, how long has it been since the end of our fight?
Why?
Because rage lasts 10 minutes, and I can just keep it going with a bonus action. So,
I will
We were
say
talking
that
for a while.
that it's been a little bit too long.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm a slow bastard. I'm always last.
Oh,
yeah.
initiative. Sorry.
I guess I didn't. So Alvinia and Simon, who were the two siblings that were with their brother Theodore, who lost his mind and died. They were with you, and they can come with you as like sidekicks that can sort of grow with the party and we can do like how we did Bro, where if somebody's gone, and so that I don't have to like rebalance encounters, you'll have like a sidekick
Okay.
that will help in combat.
Yeah.
Good old bro.
So they got nothing else to lose. They lost their brother, and so
Albinia, Simon, hop on. You have tiny legs. He'll offer
Okay.
him his back. He can carry.
Okay.
He can carry. How many? Hang on. Let me see. He can carry
Twice.
600 pounds.
Oh Jesus.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, they're just like on your two shoulders.
Yeah, because he also like he has because I think he's an orc. He has powerful build, so he counts as a size larger.
Oh,
Yep.
that's amazing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Same thing with-
Okay, so what we're gonna do then is they're not gonna be in the initiative order though, so I'll take them out.
It's okay. Yeah.
Arcturo, you're up first. Roll a d20.
And do you know how
Oh,
to change
baby.
the dice color? 0 8.
Oh, yeah. Hit. I literally just did it. Hit options. And then hit options. Oh no, sorry. There's a dice.
There's a dice button.
Yeah, there's a dice button.
There's a button for dice.
Yeah, on the
Yeah,
right.
it should be under the tool
tools.
tab on the
Okay.
tool tab, and
Tools.
then you should see a
Yeah.
d20
Cool. I
symbol.
see it. Yeah. Let me go with something nice and bright. Change it up.
He rolled a 7.
Yeah. Go.
It's a
Yeah.
good thing. 7. Hope so.
Lucky number 7.
Let's hope. Do you need anything else from me, Nate?
No, I'm sorry, I got distracted by all the dice options. You rolled a 7.
Yeah.
Didn't know.
So as you're running through the city, you guys are running through the city as a group. Arturo, a group of street urchins are
Fuck.
are sort of running. There's kind of chaos in the streets. You know, there's fighting throughout the city, but it's not very heavy here. You guys are in Watchguard's Rest. There's a large force. I think most of the forces you're going to get into stronger forces as you go. But here, a lot of street urchins are sort of pushing past you. So make a DC 12, either athletics or acrobatics to get by them.
Okay. I can do that.
Okay. That's a very high athletics proficiency. Wow.
Oh, you meant just him.
Wait,
I
why
thought
is
you
that
meant the whole
fair?
group.
Yeah,
I thought you
just
meant the whole
him.
group.
No,
Okay.
just him. Yeah.
I'll take that roll.
I was like, what the fuck? You have a +7? God damn.
I mean, not bad.
Oh, that's still really good. Okay, so you're able to push past them and avoid getting some money stolen, and they would have slowed you down. So next up in initiative, Bear.
Oh. It was so close to a 20. I like that we can all see the same dice now, though.
Yeah, that's so cool.
So as you're running, a cart full of barrels sort of gets knocked loose, and the barrels begin rolling down the street. You need to make a athletics or acrobatics check to avoid these barrels that are.
Oh,
God damn it.
No! No! Oh, damn, +7 though. That's crazy.
So that's a failure. These barrels, you're going to take 2 bludgeoning damage and fall prone. So it's going to slow you down. You have to get up and keep it moving.
I will use a racial action called Adrenaline Rush, so that I can use. I'll just link it. I use my bonus action to move my movement speed,
Oh, cool.
and then I get temporary hit points.
Okay. All right. What I will say is that just something you can use at will.
No, I only have 2 uses of it. I have
Okay.
as many uses as my proficiency bonus, so I've used 1.
Okay, I got you. What I will say then is that will mitigate the failure. So,
Okay.
Oh, nice.
all right, Alchemia.
GR. No, yeah, yeet.
Yeet.
6. Damn. Low today.
Um, all right, make a DC 14 perception check.
It sucks that I didn't go not first.
The skills, perception. 8. Damn. 6
Dang.
and
Um,
6.
So,
Wow.
you guys are kind of cutting your
6
way. You guys are kind of cutting your way through. Here, there is an ox cart in the street, and with your failed perception check, you failed to notice a large pile of ox dung directly in your path. You hit it at full speed. You slip and fall prone in the ox shit. So that's going to be a failure.
We are going to sewers. It will not smell as bad when we are down. I mean, everything will smell bad.
I'm gonna roll so I don't throw up. It's a 12
Wow.
pass.
Yeah, that's
These
good.
rolls are crazy.
Man, I hate this. I'm gonna check again. Oh no, the D20s don't like us today. No.
Okay. Bruggen.
So I'm looking in front of Arturo, Bear, Alchemia, and I'm like, amateurs. Being a rogue, I have city secrets. And that is so cool that you can just hit this button and it will appear in the chat. So Nate, I would like to see if I can lead us to the sewers faster than normal by having this ability.
What I'll say is that
Um,
ability will mitigate a failure. So, but you still have to roll for a complication.
no,
for the thing.
that's fine. Yeah, that's okay. So I'll take a bonus action to dash first. Getting in front of everyone, and I'll just kind of say, "Follow me. I know my way around the city." And what I'll do is, okay.
We don't know if low is
Do we
bad
see
and high is
that
good.
roll?
Yeah, 15. There is no complication on a 15 roll.
Hold on.
Oh.
Gosh darn it! Why? Hold on, I can't.
Oh, York's turn. He is like struggling behind. He's way behind everyone, trying to catch up because he's got short, stubby dwarf legs. Can I also dash? Use an action to dash to catch up?
I use the bathroom.
So you're not behind anybody. You're just you're with the group. It's just these are complications that each person sort of ran into at different phases. So you guys
Okay.
are almost at your
We're
destination
moving
now.
together. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are moving together. You guys are almost at your destination now. So yeah, these are just sort of things that like somebody would fall behind, whatever.
Why? What do you say for Bruggen? I totally lost connection. I don't know why my Discord is doing today.
Oh, so on a 15, there's no complication.
Okay, so long. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay. I rolled a 10.
Yeah. So on a 10,
Damn.
as you're running through, there's you round a corner right into a large cart selling like glassware, vases, cups, pitchers. Make a dexterity acrobatics check.
But you're for sure gonna make an Avatar cabbages joke. Fuck.
My cabbages.
I was thinking the same.
So you run straight into these things. You crash through the cart. You take 3 piercing damage and fall prone. So this is a failure, and you that slows you down. The whole group gets slowed down. You know, kind of trying to keep you on pace. And you know, the owner of that cart says, "My carafes."
Journey.
And
Sorry.
all right.
How do I
So
take the piercing damage? How do I do that?
just add it to your wound.
So the wound counts up. It's in the main
Right.
menu, and in the bottom center it should show HP. And then in the left-hand column, it says WND, and that stands for wound. And you're going to put 3 in that column.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then when you get to 21, that means you're at 0 and you get knocked unconscious. Does that make sense?
Yes, that does.
Yeah. So the damage adds up to your max HP. Okay, so that was one failure. Bruggen's ability was able to mitigate Alchemia's failure. So that is not too many failures, which means you don't actually run into any enemy patrols on the way. As you get to the entrance of the sewers, you do run into a small um, scouting party and of Myrmics. We're gonna do All right, so we're gonna go on the combat tracker. We're not gonna use a. We're gonna do this theater of the mind here. So go ahead and roll initiative.
Another one?
Yep.
Alright. Damn.
I remember these fuckers.
Yeah. Okay, so we rolled initiative. Top of the round
I remember these assholes.
is
Oh wait, hold on. Did we roll initiative again? I'm sorry, I had to take a phone
Yeah.
call. We rolled again. Worse.
wow, man. So
Worst
top of
leading
the,
the charge.
Hey,
top of the
Fjork.
round.
Fjork didn't do that bad.
This patrol
Yeah,
are,
it was good.
sort of three workers and one sort of higher sort of alpha Myrmex. And so one of the workers is going to go up to Arcturo, make a bite attack. It's a hit.
I won't have my what was it, my artificier stuff until we settle down, so I can actually lawfully create it. I don't have my workers.
By the way, Nate, we still can't see them where they should be in the initiative order.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The fuck?
That's what we see.
Maybe after maybe it'll show after the second one because it's technically hidden from us on who goes. Like it's not
Yeah,
public
it's like
knowledge.
hiding. It's hiding their initiative.
Yeah, I'm guessing like just do until the second combat. Maybe it'll show after.
Hold on. PC numbering. How's that? Did that change it?
Yes, it did. We can all see it.
Okay. That doesn't show you that just shows you where they are in the turn order though, right?
Yep. It only shows us their initiative.
Okay. Number 2 is gonna attack Bear. Oof.
Hits.
That's it.
Are we theater here?
Yeah, we're theater of the mind here. Number 3
Okay, cool.
is going to attack Fjark. So they're all kind of just going in different directions. And they're all just doing their biting with their pincers. Arturo, you're up.
Okay, so I imagine there's a guy right in front of me.
Yeah.
Fun. And let's see here. Bear with me for 1 second. All right, I'm just going to use my attack action. I'm gonna close up on my warhammer that is strapped to his side and punch him in the face with it, with the blade. So basically, he's choking up on the grip on it, and he just uses the strike, which I believe is a new feature under Tash's Cauldron. But let me see if I make a connection here. That would be a 13.
That'll hit.
Oh, that hits. Okay. Ooh, 10 points of
Oof.
damage.
Okay, that's against one of the pods or the big one.
No, it's against the worker that bit me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the worker that bit you.
Ow!
So you hit it with the hammer and just like it squishes like a bug.
Oh wow.
Goes down, lets out a shriek.
So just give me 1 second.
That was good, mate.
Bonus action. Oh yeah, I get
So
to.
that was with your warhammer.
Yeah, which I can use to strike. And when I use the attack action, I can use 1 key point to do flurry of blows. So I can make 2 attacks. Flurry of
Freaking
blows.
nice, dude.
The action on your turn, you spend 1 key to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus
Oh,
action. I'm gonna run
freaking
up.
monks.
Gonna run up and do I have unarmed? Let me just confirm. Does my unarmed do the same amount? Because then I'll just roll that. Yeah, it's +5, but it's a D4 die for damage. Okay, I can do that. It's the same to hit as Mike. Just because I don't have it here. So can I run up to another one of those workers and punch it in the face?
Yeah.
Okay. Oof, that is not going to hit.
Nope, that won't hit.
Okay.
So yeah, so you run in with your warhammer, you smash one of them in the face, it goes down immediately. You run over to the next one and you go to punch it, and its chitinous shell sort of just deflects your hand off of it.
all right.
And yeah.
I get 2 attacks, so with my flurry of blows. So I'm gonna use that as a distraction and do a spinning back heel kick. You see this like little dwarf that's stocky just jump like 5 feet off the ground and do a spinning back heel kick as my other unarmed strike. Oh crap! Sounded really cool, but nothing happens. Womp womp womp.
Well, we don't know what their AC is.
Yeah, 10 doesn't hit.
Oh.
So
Okay.
Damn.
It looked cool though.
Maybe
Eat
this
for effort,
mermic
right?
has seen a monk before, knows how to dodge.
Yeah, that's then my turn.
okay. Alrighty. Fjark.
My turn. Woohoo! I'm using my bonus action to wild shape into a brown bear.
Oh, fucking
Holy
cool.
crap.
Okay.
And I
That
can
was
do that
fast.
because I have the moon, Circle the Moon Druid. So I have CR of 1. And I'm going to use a multi attack to attack the. Am I by the advanced Mermix?
So you're by Myrmex Worker 3. If you move up to the Myrmex Advanced, you will take an attack of opportunity against Myrmex Worker
Okay.
from
Well, I will do a multi attack on Mermix Worker 3.
Okay.
Do
Yeah.
I just drop it on the Mermix Worker? Is that how it works?
Yeah. Do you have the brown
Yeah,
bear?
I have. Yeah, I
Oh,
haven't pulled
okay.
up. And then, so then that's
then you
this
should
is
just-
the hit damage.
Yeah, and then just drop the damage on them. Okay. Yeah, you
then
injure him.
So then I hit with claws.
Uh-huh.
Good multi. Crazy.
Oh.
Damn. Tragic.
Oh, and I missed. Okay.
All right.
And that ends my turn.
Okay. It's the Myrmec's advance now. And he's going to run up to Bruggen. Actually, he's going to stay back at a little bit of a distance, and going to cast Ray of Frost. But
Ooh.
it's going to be on Bruggen.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Damn it! If only he went after me. That's a special surprise inside.
Wow, Max.
Damn.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
So yeah, he does Ray of
Wow.
Frost.
Wow. Crazy.
I'm just putting the brown bear here at Fjark's thing so that we can track his health. I can track his health. All right, Bear, you're up.
So where, like, in locationally, are we anywhere near we're nearing where, like, the water treatment area is or whatever, but, like, in those types of places there's usually, like, railings with, like, drop-offs and shit like that. Is there anything, like, with a drop-off nearby? Or maybe, like, some barricades that might have spikes on them or something?
Yeah, I'll say that there's sort of a you're kind of at the entrance of the water treatment facility to, like, get into, like, the main sewer way. And there's sort of churning water pumping out of this thing, and so, like, around the entrance, like, that's what this, like, pond is here, is, like, the water treatment. Like, this is clean water that's getting pumped out of this, that's coming in from the sewers. And uh I'll say that there's, like, some grading and stuff that, yeah, if you wanted to try to, like, push somebody off.
Is the Myrmex Advanced near something like that?
No, so he's not, but Myrmex Worker 2 is.
Okay. Okay. That's the one that is in with Fjark. So I'll just go to the Myrmex Advanced and position myself in a way such that my face is faced towards wherever that drop-off is. I know I'm not going to be able to get to it this turn, but maybe next turn. And I will pull out my maul, and I will attack.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Fucking
Are
do
you
it.
raging?
I'm not.
You're raging?
No. I only have 2 uses.
Okay.
So.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
And I will miss. Damn it.
Are you reckless attacking?
I forgot to say it again, but I don't. Would it be okay if I did it this time?
Yeah, if you want to. That's fine.
Okay. Then I will do it.
Cool. Yeah. So roll again.
How
new
do
characters, baby. You give it to yourself if you're gonna do something.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see how. Okay. I'm just gonna roll, and then I'm gonna give it to myself again because I think that automatically gives them advantage on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
That hits.
Did it?
Yeah.
And I will use my weapon mastery feature to
Oof.
push 10 feet.
The
Right.
Myrmex advanced.
Yeah, towards where that area is.
Okay, so yeah, if you push him 10 feet, and he's like right up against the railing now.
Okay.
So yeah, if you try to push him again, then he'll go over.
And then to get closer, I will again use my adrenaline rush to push closer to him.
Okay, cool.
So
So
you're
you just get right up on him.
Yeah.
And you see like a look of fear, like as he's just like this huge orc is just like coming after him. These guys are used to sort of being the hunters hunting prey, and you can see he's not used to being put in this position of being the hunted.
Stay behind me, little ones. And they're just still on my back.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're just hanging out. Okay, Alchemia, you're up.
I don't really want to use my 1 out of 2 spell slots because I only have 1 left because I used one earlier. Just tried to see the steam method. It's gonna firebolt.
Okay.
What a
Cantrips.
let's do it on Myrmex. Hey, which one of you guys are getting messed up right now by one of these guys, or no one at all?
I got hurt pretty bad, but it was a ranged spell. So
Oh,
Good call, Chris.
good. Oh yeah, I'll go after the range guy then, so you guys can handle the melee.
that
Firebolt.
was the Mermex. Yep.
No, which
The
one?
advanced guy. The advanced guy. Yep.
All right. I try to hit him. Damn it.
Holy crap, dude!
Dang.
What's up with our rolls are horrible today. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Low rollers. Low
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Is that it?
yes,
So
unfortunately.
you fling a firebolt at him, and he's able to still keep his senses. He's like afraid of bear, but then he catches eye of the firebolt, and he's able to dodge out of the way. Bruggen.
That's not me casting, by the way. It's a machine that tosses fire.
Yeah.
Bruggy, so Bears called him, is going to see that. Okay, so Bear is with the advance about what, maybe 15, 20 feet away from me, right? Mermex, the worker 3 and 2, how far away are they from me, and what are they doing? Are they
They're
in hand to hand
probably
with anybody?
yeah. So Mermex Worker 2 is with Fjark, and Mermex Worker 3
Okay.
is with Arcturo.
No,
Arturo.
Mermex,
Okay, and then,
Mermex Worker 3 is with me.
Oh, 3 is with you?
okay,
Yeah, that's
3
the
and
one I've
2.
attacked.
And is 2 is no, Arturo killed 1. 2 is with 2 was next to Bear.
Next to Bear with Mermex Advance too, because Bear just
No,
pushed Advance.
yeah, so Mermex Worker 2 did not take an attack of opportunity. So he's probably like 10 feet away from Bear now.
So Bear is the only one that's 5 feet away from any of these, or no? 5 feet? I'm
No,
looking at
Fjark
5
is
feet.
5 feet away from Mermex Worker 3, but he damaged him
Okay,
with
so
Bear.
that's the one I'm gonna go for then.
Okay.
Because I get sneak attack and I know it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add sneak attack on myself, and I'm just gonna pull out my short bow and kind of say,
Uh-huh.
here we go. I haven't done this in a while, but let's go. Archer's eye, baby. Let's see if that works. Ooh, it hits.
Hit.
Hits
Yeah.
on worker 2. Perfect. Okay. Double tap. 13.
So that would be worker 3 is the one that's within 5 feet.
He's
Worker
using a
2 is
bow.
all alone.
I'm using a bow.
Right, but for sneak attack, worker 2 is all alone. He's
Yes.
not within 5 feet of an ally.
Oh, so it would have been worker 3 then.
Yeah, you would have
Did
hit
I
worker
hit?
3.
Did I hit 2 by mistake? I'm sorry.
Oh, it doesn't look like you hit
I
it.
did.
You didn't actually put the damage on him. So yeah, we're gonna say worker 3 is the one who gets hit by the sneak attack.
Okay, that sounds all right.
Okay.
Let me see. Nobody is within the melee for me. I do have bonus action.
Yeah, you would have cunning action.
Yeah. Do I want to use it right? Do I want to use it right now? No. Then I'm gonna use my bonus action. And hurt pretty bad. It was adrenaline rush. One of my 2 to gain 2 temporary hit.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
All right, we're back at the top of the
And my
round.
turn. Yeah.
All right, back at the top of the round. Mermix worker 2 was in combat with Bear. Bear ran.
Oh, I killed that
he
guy.
didn't. Yeah. Oh yeah, you did kill 3. Yeah. Yeah, you hit it with an arrow. It goes into its thorax, and it goes down. Mermix worker 2, you see a strange look of comprehension on its eyes as
Oh fuck.
it goes to attack, and it runs up to Bear, who had run away from it, and it is going to reckless attack.
What the fuck? That's not fair.
Oh,
You want me to drag Reckless
Oh,
onto it? I'll drag it onto it.
Yeah, if you can.
that's fun, bro. That's fun. Holy
But
crap. That's
it is
forgot they could do that. Fuck.
it is also going to sneak attack.
What the fuck?
Oh, those fuckers learn. Those fuckers learn. I forgot about that. Shit. Obviously, as characters, we don't. Oh, that's crazy. So good. Damn.
This is going to be the initial damage, and then I'm going to roll the sneak attack damage.
2.
Oh, that didn't roll on you because it's not. Fuck.
No, it did. It
just gonna
rolled on
roll.
me. It rolled on me.
Did it?
Yeah. It absorbed it because I got
plus
2
6.
temporary. I got temporary hit points from adrenaline rush.
No, that just rolled the piercing damage. It didn't roll the sneak attack damage. So you take an additional 4.
Is it
2d6?
Well,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
It's 1d6,
Is
I
it-
think.
Is it 1d6?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Sneak
Reroll
attack is
2d6.
1.
No, it's 2d6.
Am I bugging?
It's 1d6. At level 2, it's 1d6.
Why'd Lou roll 2d6 then?
I think he put the sneak attack on himself twice, but it doesn't matter because it was 11 damage anyway.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, you take 2
Did I put it twice?
Yeah, it's all good.
2 additional damage from the sneak attack. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, they're learning. Arturo, you're up.
Yeah.
So is that bug still in front of me?
Yeah.
So it's Memeric's worker too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So pretty. Don't have a lot of choices here, so I'm gonna choke up once again on the hilt of the Warhammer and punch this guy in the face really hard.
Get him.
Oh.
Okay, that
Get
just
him.
hits. Yeah.
And that is another 10.
Oh, geez. Okay, so you run up behind him. You know, he was like trying to sneak attack Bear, and you just like run up behind him, and just completely obliterate him.
Okay, and I have 35 feet of movement. So do I have enough movement to run up to the Memorex Advanced?
Yeah, so Bear is right in front of him, and he's like kind of pinned against like a railing, over like the water pump that's gonna pump that's pumping clean water out of this water treatment facility. So you can get like to the top of him, So like if there's like you can go around Bear to like sort of pin him in on two sides.
Does it look like Bear's trying to throw him over the railing or talk to him?
Yeah. No, it
I'm
looks like
gonna
he's trying to throw him over the
You
railing.
don't think Bear is going to try and talk to him?
I'm gonna assist Bear and grab like his leg or something and try to maybe help in this endeavor to
Okay.
send him flying.
Okay. So you want to attempt to grapple then?
I guess so. I don't know because I have a bonus action, which is usually if I had used the attack action, I get my bonus action. But I don't know if you would let
Yeah.
that translate into me trying to
A
assist
grapple?
Bear.
I feel like that would be really powerful. I'll say that you can basically it'll be like the help action
Sure, I'll do that.
for this one thing,
Yeah. So
because like yeah, I mean you already used your action to make the attack, but I'll say that in this one case like you're gonna give him advantage.
oh shoot, but he goes before Bear. Oh well. I'll throw caution in the wind and help him. Give him the help action on his turn.
Okay.
Cool.
Fjark, you're up as a brown bear.
Sweet. I'm
There's
gonna
just one
try
guy
to
left. He's
see.
It's gonna be kind of hard to squeeze in uh to get in there if you're trying to
So
get
I
in,
can't
but
try to like tower over the top and bite its head. I'm a giant bear,
Oh,
right?
that's fucking
um
awesome.
yeah,
Put my
I'll say that that you can try to like climb like up as a bear, like you have a climb speed, you can kind of try to climb the railing and get up over him if you want to try to bite him.
yeah, I can climb 30 feet.
Yeah. So yeah, you're gonna climb on the railing. Um and then let me just do something here. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll your attack.
Yeah. Because I'm climbing, am I able to multi-tack and try to like swipe with one hand and bite with the other and hold on with one?
I'll say that since this is like a sort of precarious railing, like it's not like a normal surface that you'd be able to climb. If you want to make the claw attack as a brown bear, you will have to make a strength check to avoid falling off.
Oh, okay. I'll do that. So I'll bite first
Okay.
and then
Okay.
Okay. It's a hit.
Here we go. That damage.
All right. So you climb up onto the railing. Everybody's sort of
Oh,
surrounding this
oh.
guy, and you just like bite his head off.
I ripped his head off with my teeth.
And yeah, and he goes down. So all right.
Holy shit. We are awesome. And that guy. And he points to the brown bear.
Okay, so that is that handled. You got to get into the treatment center and go down into the sewers and follow that out to the coast, towards the coast, to get to the grotto. Um, and time is of the essence, so you make your way down. Pretty straightforward. There's signs and whatnot. You get down into like the main sewer passage, and you begin to uh, go in the sewers. The sewers are sort of dimly lit, by occasional like lights. Again, this is all engineering that Nicolet has helped build. So it's not electricity, but it is essentially like magically powered lights. Think like the light cantrip, but sort of permanently connected to, um, you know, drawing from the magical power of the Thaumic relay network. And I'm just gonna roll something. Oh, that was supposed to be in the tower, and you weren't supposed to see that roll. Okay. You guys make your way through the sewers, and uh, um, without um, any incident.
Um,
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
okay. Yeah, Nicholas says something about traps. Would I be able to um perceive them, or but he said in his lab, right? Not the sewers leading to his lab.
Yeah.
The traps.
Would you be able to perceive the traps?
So my question is, I would like to see if I can like detect traps. Is that what it's called? Um, what as we're going to the lab, because he said something about, oh yeah, I didn't have time to disarm all of my traps, so I kind of had that in my head,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I do that now as we're towards, or as
Yeah, go ahead
we
and
get in
roll
the
like
lab.
um investigation as you're going.
And can I do? I have a keen sense of smell as a bear.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah. How
investigation
long
is
does your wild
horrible.
shape last?
I believe it's 2 hours.
Okay. Yeah. So
Oh wow,
you're gonna
that's cool.
stay in bear form. Roll a perception. You get advantage.
17, baby, on a
Okay.
19. That's
Let me
good.
open up. Let me open up the bear again, so I know. So it's just a wisdom.
Yeah, it's gonna be perception, and then just click the advantage button to roll it.
Well, because the bear has different wisdom stats than I would.
No, you keep your mental stats as a.
Yeah.
You would keep your wisdom.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, the bear just has your physical stats change, but your mental stats stay the same.
so wisdom,
Yep.
and then
Oh.
I have advantage. So
Oh.
right.
Nice.
Okay. Um, so Brugan, you don't notice any traps here, and you just kind of follow, the path towards Nick's lab.
Okay.
And the path does begin to narrow, and you guys find yourselves. Let me grid here.
And I just smell a lot of stinky shit.
Literally.
Well, didn't you also fall in like horse dung or something?
That was
I
me.
didn't. No, that's Mia.
Oh, that
That's
was
just me.
Alchemia. Okay.
Yeah.
I got cut up by a bunch of glass. My crafts.
Carrots. That was a good battle.
Why the fuck isn't that working?
Sorry.
Okay.
Not 2 hours. I can stay in wild shape 1 hour. I bet. I miscalculated.
Okay. So that's fine. You've still got plenty of time in wild shape. So as you get closer to the grotto, you can smell aside from the sewer, you start smelling like, the smell of like salt water and the ocean. And the passageway gets really narrow until it turns to reveal a room with flooded floors and water flowing towards a large pool along a natural wall, peppered with sharp outcroppings.
Water got in.
On the walls opposite this pool, there are huge pipes which jut out every 10 feet. The moment you notice these pipes, all of them release a surge of water, which careens across the room and then settles into the pool on the other side. The pipes keep releasing water, causing a series of occasionally large waves to form within this room. So let me just
The
share.
water's getting in through the pipes, pretty much, right?
Yeah. Let me just share the map here. So you guys are here at the entrance. I don't know if you can see.
Didn't
Map at
pop
all,
up for me.
We can access
Didn't
it through
pop up for
images. It's called Grotto
Oh, okay.
Wave Pool.
Grotto,
Oh, it doesn't
okay.
pop up when I share it anymore. Okay.
Grotto wave pool. Okay, I got it. There we go.
Ignore all those numbers. They don't mean anything.
Nice. So I'm pretty. The pipes are the big circulars, right? 654 are the pipes. I'm
No,
guessing.
so the pipes along the walls are like 1 and 2.
Oh,
And so
okay.
those are letting water out.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay.
And so they're sort of like the pipes along one wall are sort of shooting water out, and then after a certain period of time, like more water's coming out. And it's creating like a lot of waves. So if you're further in, so as you enter this room, like it's just like kind of, and this is from before you guys enter the room. You can see that there's like all these waves sort of moving. And on the opposite end is a closed door that likely leads to the lab. And these waves are pretty strong. So, like I said, they're sort of alternating randomly between the two sides. So one is pushing up, one would be pushing from left to right, one is pushing from bottom to top. And yeah, so this is sort of the trap. It seems like the waves are big enough that if you get caught in a wave, you're likely to get pushed into these sharp rocks in the deeper pool.
Oh, are the walls are what made out of stone? What are the?
Yeah, so it's like sharp, like coral, like reef and stone. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, that- my question is AI student
You're breaking up, Lou.
again? I think it's like this. You guys hear me better now?
Yeah, we can hear you better.
Yeah.
I think I have to sign in on my phone.
So what you guys can do
I'm
is to
yeah.
navigate this
Go
room,
ahead.
we're gonna kind of go in initiative order. We can keep this initiative order. If you guys want to re-roll, that's fine. We can re-roll. Because like there's things that will happen on like initiative count 20.
Okay. Can you guys hear me better?
Yeah.
Okay. I was saying, Nate, if I wanted to shoot an arrow to the other side of the room with a rope if I can.
Okay.
To, but does it look like if I shoot an arrow, would it stick? Like would it stick?
Yeah, probably not. It's all like slick, like
Yeah.
stone, and yeah, it probably wouldn't stick.
Like it
Not
would
just to the
bounce.
wall.
Yeah, it would bounce off. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
There goes that plan. Okay. I got
Do the
nothing.
waves? Do the waves look like something a bear would be able to withstand? Being that bears can usually stand in waterfalls and such.
Um,
How
you know,
strong?
I mean, it would be still a pretty high strength saving throw to avoid being swept. These are pretty big waves, so yeah, I mean, a
Yeah.
bear would probably still have trouble. Yeah,
Shit, we could just have to.
and so yeah, so and then the 4, 5, and 6, those are like pipes in the ground that, like, you can see that there's like a pool on the right hand side. The water is sort of like ankle deep on the left hand side. On the right hand side, the water is probably waist deep. On the left hand side, those pipes sort of um, pull in a little bit of like the water to keep it from getting too deep. But um, so like there's water that goes down those pipes as the waves go surge. So like the pool stays like at
These, right?
depth. Yeah. So it's not like the room
Okay.
is going to fill with water. Like these pipes sort of keep the room from filling with water, but it also keeps the room like, you know, at the same level.
Bear will pull out his shield and say, well, it seemed like there is only one way to get through this. We power through.
It's true. I hate to say it, but it's true. Um, you only live once, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
my plan is to try to get across as fast as I orcally possibly can. I was gonna say humanly
Okay.
can, but
Yeah.
I'm not a
So
human. I'm a boat.
everything in this room is difficult terrain because it's like, you know, it's
Fuck.
like
Okay.
water, right? You're kind of trudging
Yeah.
through water.
Shit. Okay.
Is there
You get-
timing with the waves?
Yeah. So
Oh, good
basically,
question.
because that's why I said we're gonna do initiative count. We're gonna do initiative for this room because at initiative count 20 is when the waves come.
Okay.
So each turn they start.
Yeah, each turn, each turn. Yeah,
How big are that?
And it's
Okay.
90 feet to the door.
Right. Whatever that is.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. It's
Yep.
about 90 feet, 100 feet
Okay.
from door to door. It's 100 feet in a straight line.
Okay. Okay. I can dash 30 feet.
Okay.
Cause difficult terrain cuts your speed in half.
So are we? You guys need to roll initiative, so we
Oh,
decide who goes first. Yeah.
that's right. That's right. That's right.
And sorry, is there anything with these pipes in the middle?
Whoa! Finally, shit.
Yeah. So those pipes are where like the water is draining to keep the water at like a. So when the waves flow through afterwards, those pipes sort of, you know, drain the excess water.
So,
But yeah, I mean,
would we
if
be
you
able
want
to
to like,
hide
if
inside
you
of
want to,
them while the wave comes over, or no?
yeah, you could try. Yeah.
Okay. Do that.
Okay. All right. If everybody rolled initiative, then we're gonna go up. Bruggen, you're up first.
Okay.
This is before the waves come. After you move, the waves will come.
Okay. Regular
Based on the timer.
action. Regular action dash, right? So that's gonna be
Mhm.
30 feet. That's gonna be 30 feet. So
And you guys are all
let's
kind of not in the room, or you're all just kind of.
yeah.
Because if you're in the
Are
room, I
we?
guess have to wait.
Yeah,
You're
because
fine
I
where you
was
are. Yeah.
okay. Okay, because I was here, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 5, 10. Going diagonally across
Yeah.
like
Remember,
that.
it's difficult.
That's 10.
Yeah. Remember, it's
Yeah,
difficult
I know.
terrain.
I'm
Yeah.
dashing. So it's 30 feet. 30 feet,
Okay.
right? So
Yeah.
that's 20. That's 30 right there.
Uh huh.
I'm gonna use my bonus action because I can. I have cunning action. This is why I wanted to
Yeah.
go first. To dash again. So that's another 30 feet.
Mhm.
And fuck, I forgot to say, I tied a rope to my waist and I kind of gave it to Bear. And I'm gonna say here, just follow me, kind of like to make it somewhat easier on them if they want to go that route. I don't know
Okay.
because I'm fast, so I can help by tugging on the rope if anything happens. I don't know what's gonna happen, but
Yeah.
I don't know. That's my thinking. Okay, so I got 30 more feet. So I got 5, 10, 15, 20. So I can get up to here. My mouse is
Well, you have-
running out
How
of
much rope? How much rope do you have?
50 feet.
50
So
feet.
shit. So that's I moved 60
Yeah.
feet. So
You just need another pair of rope.
yeah. So let me. Yeah, I can't. Okay, I can't move that far. So I'm going by the squares, by the way. Are we going by the squares or are we going
So
by
there's a
the?
grid.
Yeah, that's the grid. That's what I'm going by.
Yeah,
Okay.
the map has a grid, but there's a grid underneath. I can't. I don't know how to show that better.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I'm going by the grid, not by the arrow. So I'm about max 45 feet. I'm 45 feet away, and
It's showing you're
if
30 feet away from me.
is that the is that correct? Is that fit to scale?
Yeah, that's the grid.
That's fit. Oh, okay. So then, can you give me a
The grid's
45?
like very light.
Yeah.
You can see.
Can you
It's
Yeah.
very
can
light
you
colored.
can you give me a 45? How do I? There you go. Okay.
How's
Is that good?
better?
So, yep. So I'll be there. I'll be right there. Perfect. I'll be right there. You have the rope, and let's see what happens.
I'll have tied the rope around my waist.
Okay. So top of the round, the wave is going to come. I gotta roll a d4.
Did I mention I have like a -2 to strength? Actually, no, I don't. I don't have a -2 to strength. Okay. I think I'm okay. Fine.
Okay. So the wave surges from the western wall. Bruggen, roll a strength saving throw.
Fucking shit.
It's
Okay.
DC 16.
Fuck. Okay. I gotta roll a 16. Fuck.
Wait, could we ride the wave
Yeah,
on the
motherfucker.
southern wall
No,
when it hits?
18. Oh, that sucks.
Did you just ask if we could ride the waves? Fucking hell, that sounds fun. And I've got my shield out. God damn it. Why did you...
The fuck fell?
Well, there's the western wall, but it seems like they're alternating. So
Yeah.
one turn we could ride the southern wall up. Just
Now I want to
So
surf
the
the
wave-
waves.
So the wave is going to push you 50 feet over here.
Bear, help me. Oh, just kidding.
So now you're in like now you're in like waist deep water.
Waist steep. Yep. Okay.
Mhm.
Could always just get out of it. The rope thing isn't working. I immediately regret the rope decision. Immediately.
It'll be fine. I like that it adds a complication. Even if it doesn't work out, like, even if it's detrimental, I like it.
Remember, I am not the smartest guy, so
Neither is your brother. He's like, yes, the rope. It sounds like good idea.
I'll hold you. Bear, you're up.
He does not like the look of this room, and he will rage.
Okay.
Yeah, even worse. He has some rope. Oh, the other side.
So he uses his bonus action to rage, and using his action should give him 30 feet of movement if he uses his action to dash, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's good.
Okay, so he moves there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and he's got his shield out, and he's kind of judging the waves. Maybe if they come, he'll try and ride them. Okay.
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 Let's go.
So that's his turn.
Okay. That's cool. Arturo.
And he's got the two little guys on his back.
Oh yeah.
And the rope on your waist.
Yeah.
Or did you not do? You did that too.
Yeah.
Referring to
Oh,
as
for
the
sure.
little guys.
Huh?
The two halflings that were in jail.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize there was halflings. I thought he was referring to the dwarves. I'm like, no, I don't get carried. You don't talk to me.
No, it's Alvinia and Simon.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh shit.
It
We're
will be
gonna die.
fine. Just hang on tight.
They've been on your shoulder for like an hour right now, and through the battle and everything. That's so good.
All right, Dan, you're up.
I am going to try to swim over to Bregan if I can.
Yeah, if you're able to dash, you can.
Okay, I'll dash with my action. Do you need to do anything else?
You have anything like if you want to like I don't know, grab him or do something like that, you could do that. Or what are you trying to do?
Help him on his next turn.
Okay, I'll say you could do that, like with your movement.
Because he was trying to use the rope to get across, wasn't he?
So he tied the rope to Bear, and he was trying to like create like I guess like a way for people to hold on to the rope and and get across this room.
Yeah, so the line between us right now is the rope. You see that little the arrow?
Yeah,
Oh.
the red arrow is the
Yeah.
rope.
There's a map open somewhere that I'm missing then.
Oh, go to images, and it's Grotto Wave Pool. GROTTO space WAVE space pool.
Okay, Grotto.
Or you-
Also, what we did, totally not what I envisioned. Oh, that's the beauty of D&D.
Okay. That helps.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize you didn't have the map open. So yeah, so they've got a rope tied between them. You can run up to the middle and try to grab that rope, and sort of help. I'll say that then you guys can sort of help each other on your strength saves. Well, nobody like you can help Bruggen, and Bear can help you.
Yeah, I'll hold the line and act as like a middle anchor.
Okay. Cool. That's that done. Alchemia, you're up.
Can I just catapult one of my ropes with a python into the door?
Yeah, so like the door is metal and the walls are sort of wet rock, but if so like I don't know like you're not going to be able to like get anything into that. There are pipes along the walls, so if you had like but you'd need a lot of rope, right? Cuz like if you have like a length of 50 feet of rope, like that's going to get you how far? That's going to get you like this far.
Well, 50 feet to there, and then if I do the math correctly, it'll be 50 feet there. Then I can jump.
You can try to catapult one of the halflings. Tie the rope to them.
Items.
Oh my god,
So what
that's
do you got?
right.
What's in this Tinker toolbox? Nothing. What's in this other toolbox I have? I don't have the strength or the dexterity to get across this river. I can't seal the pipe. Cannot do that.
Yeah, it's a ton of pipes. And you don't know which side they're going to come out of.
Holy shit, I'm actually shit out of luck. I have nothing here.
Okay. Well, I mean, do you want to like just dash to the rope and try to grab onto the rope? You guys just kind of walk the rope across?
You can. That's probably the best option for me.
Okay. So you'll dash up to here. Grab the rope. All right, Fjork, you're a brown bear.
I'm
wanna
a
do?
bear. I have 40 speed, but I can dash. But it's difficult
Yeah.
terrain, so
So you can move 40.
yeah. What do I do? I guess I'm just gonna, crawl up to the rope, and I don't have opposable thumbs because I'm a bear, so I'm gonna bite it with my teeth and try to like
Okay.
anchor everyone down. Yeah, right next to bear. Two bears
there.
are together. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Top of the round, Bruggen, you're up.
This is going better than I expected. My plan is working. Everybody's doing the rope.
Well, we'll
Okay,
see.
I know, right? Okay, I am. Okay, I'm thinking about this logically, or trying to at least. I'm waist deep in water, right? Nate?
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a thing, but I know that if you're waist deep in water and you flatten yourself out, you can actually swim. Can I swim, negating the I don't know, the movement speed? I don't know, because you can swim faster than you can walk on water. That's my theory.
Do you have a swim speed?
I don't think I do. No. What?
Yeah. So no. You
I
like
guess. Okay.
your swimming
Okay.
would be half speed.
So I wouldn't. Okay. So I wouldn't know
Yeah.
how to swim. Okay.
I mean, you know how to swim, but you don't have the swim speed. You know what I'm saying? Like it's different.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So. Okay. I'm just gonna move. We got 45 feet of rope. So I am going to move 30 feet this way. Hold on. How did you do the pointer thing?
Right click and pointers.
Right click, pointers. Okay,
You can
and
also click
then draw arrow.
both mouse buttons, and it will draw an arrow.
Oh, that's
perfect.
nice.
Okay,
And then if you click
yeah.
both, it'll erase it.
Okay, so I'm gonna move, or I can move 30 feet. Let me see. That's 30 feet that way. So can you do me a favor? Can you follow me with the red one to see max 45? Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's where I'm gonna go. That's where I'm gonna be.
Okay,
Because
so
I'm straightening it out. You know what I mean? Because I'm afraid that
yeah, so
if
here's the
I
thing.
move,
You have a number of people holding onto the rope.
oh shit, you're
So
right.
so what I'm gonna do is they can choose to let
Okay.
themselves go prone and slide along the water to where you pull them, essentially,
Oh,
but then you'll be
very
prone.
cool.
They will be prone. Or
They will be prone, and I will be
yeah,
prone. Then
no, they will be prone.
they will be prone. Okay.
And you'll have to do like a strength check to pull them along.
Okay.
Interesting.
Or they can like to keep themselves from being prone, like they'll slide, but they'll have to make an acrobatic save.
Damn it! Why couldn't I
So you
do
can
the
do this.
acrobat?
You can do this. I just need you to roll an athletics,
Okay.
and I need them to roll acrobatic saves to avoid falling prone from being dragged by the rope.
Okay. Guys, it can't be worse than me because I have.
So Dan and Isaiah, roll your acrobatics. It's
So
not going to
strength.
pull Fjark and Bear. You're
I'm
at the
doing a
base.
strength check on my side, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck. That's horrible.
Dexterity save.
Couldn't do shit.
So it's going to be an acrobatics check, not dexterity save. Arturo, that's good. You're fine.
Fuck, I'm dead.
12. You're not dead. You're just prone. So you get dragged. You hold onto the rope, but you fall prone. So you're on the ground. And Bruggen, I'm going to say that you can't move as far.
Okay. That's fine. That's
So we'll
fair.
put you like there.
Perfect. Perfect. That sounds good.
Okay, top of the round. It's the water's turn.
Fuck.
That's an odd number. Guess where the water's coming from? It's coming from the bottom.
I'm hopping on the fucking
Yes!
shield.
We're gonna surf it.
I'm hopping on the shield.
So it's all right. It's coming from the bottom. The water's gonna rush out. So it's gonna
I'm
push
gonna
you
die.
guys. It's gonna push you guys forward potentially. And
Another strength save.
everybody's gonna have to roll an athletics.
Yes.
No, just a strength save. It's a strength save.
No.
Bear, because you're raging and you have the shield, I will have you roll athletics to try to surf the wave, bro.
Athletics is. Oh well, it is strength.
Hell
So,
yeah.
To roll as the bear,
Oh,
how do I
shit.
do that? To roll as a bear.
God
Just
damn
open
it!
up the bears thing and roll a. If you see the bears sheet, you should see C next to strength. That's a check. That's a strength check. Or it would actually be a save, so it's a +2, I think. Or maybe it's a +4 still.
Oh
You want
my
me to
god!
you want me to
Let me see.
re-roll the
Hold on.
save?
No, it's the same plus. So you got a 16.
Okay.
Okay. So Fjark, you make the save, so you don't get pushed. Bear surfs the wave. So you're letting yourself be pushed, but you're not gonna get knocked prone. And so you can ride the wave. 50 feet.
Can I kind of
Forward.
decide the direction because I'm surfing?
Yeah. Yep.
Since I'm
That's
holding
so
the rope,
cool.
should I just like let go? So I don't.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
Okay. I let go of the rope.
Yeah, because he's tied to the rope, so you should.
I'll
You should let go.
I'll ride there.
Okay.
And do the people get pulled along with me?
That's a good question because
So
I.
Alchemia failed his strength save. Bruggen failed his strength save. I didn't see a strength save from Dan. Dan, you got a strength save for me?
On it. Yeah, just give me 1 second here. Strength.
She.
Yeah, it's a 16.
Ooh.
Wow,
Okay.
that's nice.
So Arcturo, you make the strength save, so you get pulled along on the rope. Bruggen, you fail, so you are going to get pulled 50 feet.
Shit. Was I? Where was I? I was there.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have let it sweep me away.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hit the
and
wall.
Am I? Is that just hitting the wall? Damn it! It is.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is that's. Yeah, our rope is what 30 feet from each other. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take some damage, boys.
And Alchemia, you get pulled along as well, but you don't hit the wall. So Bruggen, you are going to take some damage.
I'll take some bad damage, guys. Bad
2d6.
damage. Here. Shit.
So you take
Oh my
7
god.
damage.
That is good. Thank God for temporary hit points. That's 0 and -5. I am barely going, guys. Barely. Okay.
Okay. So
Oh,
what we're gonna
shit, wait.
do is Bear, while you were surfing, roll a perception check for me. Actually, it's going to be an investigation.
Okay, it's the same roll.
Okay. So that's an 11.
Yeah, they're both minus.
So you roll on the surfboard, and you see that there's some nice little fishies in the pool actually that are coming out
Oh
of
no.
Oh god damn it!
to the they're just fish. They just look like they'd be good like bait fish, minnows or whatever. But yeah,
okay.
nothing. Yeah, you didn't roll very high. All right, Bear, you're up.
I
So
move
that's
towards the door.
Okay. Yeah.
There, if I can.
Okay. Okay.
That's a
Yeah, and
dash.
the door is closed and shut. I guess go ahead and roll a because you're like tied to the rope and Arturo is holding onto the
Yeah.
rope. So roll like a strength to drag Arturo along.
What kind of check?
Do
Strength?
athletics.
Oh, okay. He's good in that aspect. Hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
So you drag Arturo up to there. And yeah, the door is shut, is sealed shut. And you know, the water is gonna keep coming out. So
Okay. That is my turn because I used my action to dash.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You can do like a if you want to do like a perception or something, you know, that doesn't cost an action.
Okay.
You have to
The
spend your action
door.
to do like anything like that. Yeah.
I want to take a look at it to see if it looks brittle in any places that I might be able to smash through with my maul.
Solid steel.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
All right. And Arturo, you would be dragged up to here, up to this one.
Okay, great.
So the rope is kind of doing a V.
Oh.
And I am left in the dust.
Yeah, Ferris, you're
dear.
alone. Arturo, you're up. What do you want to do?
Where is the bear?
So you've got these like
Oh, no.
big pipes that you know are slightly raised above the water, but as the water level from the wave comes through, it drains you know, these pipes so that the water is, you know, where you're standing, you know, like ankle deep, and then like waist deep in the deeper portion where like Lou and Isaiah are. And yeah, and then you're probably about 30 feet from the door. But the door is sealed shut. There doesn't seem to be a mechanism along the wall there next to the door to open it or anything like that. Cave wall.
Is there like a valve or anything that can like?
There are no valves. There are the pipes along the walls on the left-hand side and on the bottom that are shooting water randomly that creates these big waves that are dragging people into the rocks. And then there's the three pipes along the middle where water is draining. Are you okay, honey? Where the water is draining. So those are like drainage pipes.
And where is the door? Is it right beside where Bear is?
Yeah, the door is there.
Can I make my way over and then try to see if I can smash the door?
Yeah, the door the door is like solid steel, but yeah, you can try to smash it if you can. I would say that your character probably wouldn't think that it would be something that could just be smashed down, but
Okay. So there's a mechanism. Can I make I'm not very good at investigating, but I'll make a check.
yeah.
See if I can find
You want to
anything.
do a check by the door or like?
I'm gonna check by maybe I'll check by the pipe.
Okay.
Yeah, not that great.
So it's deception.
Sorry, I rolled the wrong stat.
Is it the
But it's
same or is it?
Yeah, it's still a
higher?
-1. It's still a
Okay.
-1.
Yeah, I mean, you don't notice anything. You're looking around. You know, you feel like there's got to be a mechanism somewhere, but you know, that investigation, you don't see anything there.
Okay,
So,
I'll end
all
my
right.
turn.
Alchemia, you're up.
What? Can I like? Well, I'm prone right now still.
Yeah.
I guess you try to use my movement to get up. Half my movement.
Yeah, you can use your movement to get up, and then like probably the closest like landmark you can get to is like that pipe that Arcturo's next to.
I'll try to drift there and use it. My like, shit. I don't think my python can even pierce that. I'm just gonna try to use it as a fucking anchor. Yeah, I'll try.
What are you trying to anchor?
No, I don't think anything I have can pierce the pipe, so I can pseudo anchor myself.
Okay. Do you want to do what Arturo did and like look for something to like open the door?
Yes, I can try to do that. Perception,
It would be investigation in this case.
investigation. Ah,
Yeah.
perfect. I'm actually proficient.
Oh,
24.
shit. So you look around and you notice a glint inside this little pipe that you're standing next to. And there's a lever down there.
Hmm. So I probably don't have enough. Do I have enough movement to reach down and use it?
You'd have to climb down there. Like you'd have to reach down there and try to grab it. So
Can I use a mage hand and then do it next time?
yeah, you haven't used your action, right?
No.
Yeah, you could try to mage hand it.
I'm gonna use my mage hand. Fuck, what would be the mage hand device? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I have
So
a mage hand.
let me just check the mage hand. See if that's if
It's
you have
an
the spell, you
action.
can post it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be next time, but this will save me from, using my ability of strength to go down.
Ah, that's smart. Yeah.
Okay, so you create the mage hand, but then you have to wait until your next action to use it.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Fjork, you're up.
Can I do a investigation to see if there's anything in the pipe I'm next to?
Yeah. There is the body of a kobold that seems to be stuck on the grating of the drain.
Kobold?
He had a fishing pole.
Oh no, fucking Fisher.
Okay. I don't know what to do with that information, so I'm just gonna dash and try to get the hell out of here.
Okay.
I'm so far away from everyone. Yeah, just there, yeah. Get me as close as you can.
Yep. All right. Top of the round, we're on Bruggen again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get to the door and
Okay.
yeah. Just gonna get to the door and kind of like
Try to grab onto something.
yeah, cannot
Okay.
yeah, because I'm looking pretty bad. I'm looking
Yeah, you can try to grab.
really bad.
Yeah, you can try to grab onto something, and then
Yep.
hopefully if the water comes up to the
Oh,
top.
I have two daggers. Can I use them as like like when you're about to fall and you get something pointy and you kind of stab it to the wall to stop your momentum from taking you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I do that with the two daggers on the wall? Or
Yeah, I'll say you can try to find like a groove that you can kind of like
yeah,
get better grip into. Yeah,
yeah,
they're not going
just
to be
in
able to
case.
go into the stone, but
I wanna yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
water is up next. Even number. It's coming from the left.
Oh yeah, time to get wrecked.
This is why I did what I did.
All right, everybody, roll a strength save. I'm gonna say that Bruggen has advantage.
Yes.
Bear
Okay.
has advantage. And
Hold on to me, brother.
I'll say that if you guys are holding on to the rope still,
Fuck. Oh my god. That's
Holding
freaking
onto a
horrible.
pipe. Does that count?
so Arturo, Bear, yeah, you can have advantage.
I'm gonna need. Never mind.
Okay. Alchemia, you don't move. The brown bear does. So you get tossed 50 feet. Fjark over there. Bruggen, you get tossed another 50 feet.
I'm gonna go down. What's the max that I can go because of the rope? 45 feet of rope between us.
You get pushed 50 feet. So yeah, so you get right to the end and the rope pulls taut. Let me see here. Because it's kind of down to here, which is like 15. And then up to there. So yeah. So you get pushed and the rope pulls taut, and so you don't get slashed upon the rocks.
Oh, thank God.
And then nobody else
Oh,
moved.
I guess the rope was a good idea.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay.
So through the next round, Alchemia is able to pull the lever with the mage hand, and the trap stops. The water stops flowing through, and the door opens.
Does that count as a last hit?
You
Yeah,
son
maybe.
of a bitch.
I did it again.
Can I
Yeah, Lou would've
investigate
gone
the
down.
metal pipe now? See if there's anything inside there.
Yeah,
Like
go ahead.
treasure in the middle pipe.
Sure.
Investigation. Probably nothing in there. Oh, well, I rolled the wrong.
You have water in your eyes.
Dude,
Yeah,
you've rolled
salt
5
water's in your
ones
eyes.
today.
Sucks. Yeah, you
5
can't see shit,
ones.
and you almost fall in, and then you know.
Hey,
So
crap
yeah,
up for the rope.
you guys go through this narrow passageway from this this thing, and you enter a high tech lab that looks like if you like just Google like images of like steampunk laboratories, like think about that for like inspiration images, and we'll stop there because
Oh man, that's
Cool.
crazy.
it's late. So but yeah, think of this lab as kind of like in like a grotto by the ocean. There's like a bay for a ship, and there is a ship there that looks aquatic in nature. Like it looks like a ship above, but it's like in a shape. We're kind of thinking like Spelljammers. They're in like so if you guys want to look up, like a sort of submersible styles like Spelljammer ship that you guys like or think are cool, share it in the Discord. I'm open to, within reason, sort of ship designs. I have some I haven't really picked yet, so what's going to be here, but this is going to be a little bit of an underwater campaign, not fully. There's not going to be too much underwater, but like if there are like ruins underwater to explore, there'll be ones where you don't have to like have water breathing or anything, but there may be some of that if so be ready for that. And but again, if that doesn't sound fun, we can switch things up, and we'll find a way to make you modify the ship, and you can explore different stuff. So
Cool.
So was the airship gonna take us into the sky then? The other one?
yeah. So so we'll be adventuring. So we'll pick up at the labs next week, and but we'll stop here. So thanks for playing, guys. This was fun.
Awesome.
Are
That was
we-
great.
Able to like have a short rest at the end of the session?
Yeah. I will give you guys a short rest. So go ahead and roll hit dice or whatever else you want to do. So feel free to do that.
For the thing with modifying the thing, modifying the whatever ship, we can follow the thing they had like in like one D&D, or is like gives you options on what you can modify.
Wait, how do I roll hit dice?
On your character sheet,
Oh god
in the
damn it!
main page, all the way at the bottom.
You should see a thing that says HD.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
it should,
And I
The
get a
one D&D
wild shape
home-based
charge
rules.
back too.
automatically allocate it, but if it's
Nate,
It
if
does.
this is a steampunk, do you allow like muskets and stuff in this game?
Yeah. So they're just gonna operate just like so like a handgun will be like a hand crossbow. Like they're just gonna work like bows and crossbows basically.
Huh.
So I'm not
on
gonna change like
firearm.
how much damage they do or whatever.
Like-
I'm not trying to like make it complicated or whatever.
No, and I'm not worried about like it being OP, but there was a cool monk build that I saw that utilized the monk dexterity bonus for using a hand crossbow or something like that, or a musket, like a
Yeah.
kind of like a pirate theme. But I didn't realize that you were going for the steampunk aesthetic for your world. So maybe I'll think on it. I do like Arcturo, but I kind of got another idea that I was toying with. If that's an
Oh.
option, then
Forgot to use it.
Yeah, we can retcon it, if you want to kind of change things up, that's fine. I'm okay with that. If everybody else is, I mean, it's whatever.
yeah.
But
I'll
once you pick, like you gotta, lock that in.
There's
So,
this thing, Nate, the strongholds and followers thing. We it's meant for like actual strongholds, but we can modify it. to
yeah,
work
I've actually got that. I actually bought that, and it's part of this. So, yeah, I need to go through it still, but I have it as part of the game.
Oh,
So
perfect.
I have it loaded. The DM side of it, I have it loaded.
I also need to know how you guys got custom art. I was stuck with the portraits that were preloaded.
We can talk about that next session, or if people want to do a guy, do some screenshots or something.
Help
But
me out.
I gotta hop off.
Yeah.
So
No worries. Thanks a lot, Nate.
thanks, guys.
Thanks,
This was a lot
guys.
of fun.
Nice
Thanks,
playing with
Nate.
you guys
Super
again.
fun.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
See you guys
Bye.
next week.
Ciao.
See you next week.